first memory I have of homeschooling is Christina coming up to me and saying, do you know there's people that don't take the kids to school? And I was, you're totally crazy. What do you mean they don't take the kids to school? So you mean that the kids are like wild and free and you know, they stay at home and they watch videos all the time and they don't go to school? And so she kind of explained to me what it meant to homeschool, and we started.
I had my first kid. People used to say to me what I had to do because I was first time I was a mom, and so everybody explained to me what I have to do with him, and it didn't make sense at all to me. Little by little, I started to question everything that I learned, and
you're questioning learning itself. Actually,
yeah,
the way people tell you have to teach or put the kids for someone else to teach them, and how they learn and everything. You start questioning everything.
Yeah, and that means that I'm against the school? Not at all. I think school is great. It's a extremely good idea, but it doesn't fit me. When he was really small, I started to teach him without knowing I was teaching him. But I guess every mom and dad do that. We teach them to talk, we teach them to walk, we teach them the rules, society rules, little by little, step by step. So we all do some kind of homeschooling when you become a mom or a dad. And when you become a mom, all moms in the world, we teach our kids. We do homeschooling somehow. And by the time I had to take them to school, they knew a little bit more than the average kid, because I was the only one teaching and I don't have 3 kids. I could do much faster. I can do, it was very personalized, and so they were a little bit in advantage with the other kids. And then I thought, what's the point? I can do this.
And most of all, they were happy and we were happy.
We were also happy, and they didn't have to rush in the morning. They didn't have to rush in at night because they had to get up early. We had so much freedom. Either was a museum that was showing some castle picture. We could just go anytime. We didn't have this schedule very tight, and our life was really nice. And then we started to get all these people telling us that we were doing so wrong, and our kids were going to have so many problems. And right now we are fighting, especially my husband, we are fighting for somehow some kind of freedom in Spain.
We don't have a prohibition on homeschooling. We don't have a prohibition, so you guys are not banned to stay at home, actually, by law. But you're not allowed either, so you don't have a recognition, so you guys can't stay at home. So what? Can you stay at home? No? You have to go to school? What? So we don't really know what we're doing. Right? Are we legal? Are we not? Do we exist? Do we even exist? No, for the politicians we don't exist. So that's the thing, we're trying to get full recognition in the law and see, you know, that this is not an option. It's as good as, at least as good as at school, and this is what we're fighting for, actually, in a regional, and a national, and an international level as well. I became really involved during the negotiation of the main law on education, which took place in between 2011 and 2013. And well, I've been fighting the politicians since then, maybe since the beginning of 2011, and trying to get recognition for homeschooling in Spain. That's about what I do. And from then on, I got involved in the GHEC, and I'm really, I'm really touched by what's going on in Brazil in a couple of months. So I hope to see you all there.
Anything to say?
What do you want to say? Say hi to the camera or whatever. Do you guys feel happy about homeschooling?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I don't know, because the school is so boring. I don't want to get up in the 7 of the morning to go to school.
Okay.
Yes,
What else?
True.
You feel like learning at home is good for you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I think that I will learn better with my mom and dad than with a teacher that I don't know.
Okay, makes sense. What about you, Alejandra? What do you think? You don't exist. For the government, you don't exist. And now you're not existing little by little. Are you here?
I'm here.
Woo! Alejandra exists.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Obrigada.